Pluto in the eighth house, if anyone wanted to start a business, if anyone, Pluto in the seventh, who are my right people? Oh my gosh, I found an investor for my idea. All right, let's combine and take this. If that could be huge, huge, Pluto, other people's money. It's possible. And so when we engage those intimate places now, here, let's talk personal. Say we find our right partner, our right friends, our right allies in the seventh house, then we go deeper. Then what ends up happening is we become, I don't, the words that came to me were, we become used by the universe, but that's not exactly it. We, we become an, an example to other people of what it can look like when two people come together and are in their power, or when one individual is, quote, in their power. We we can become that which others wish to emulate because of our ability to stand in the fire, to be unfuckwithable, to be incredibly powerful, to be truth tellers, to be the shaman. The shaman is respected and feared. Pluto enters the eighth house. Get ready to be both respected and feared. And so if we go into that eighth house with fear, I'm reminded of, and if you haven't seen it, I can forgive you, but you better go see it. In Empire Strikes Back, Luke is training with Yoda, and they come to this part of Dagobah where it's strong in the dark side of the Force, and Luke says, "Whoa, what's in there?" And Yoda says, "It's the dark side, and into it you must go." And Luke, putting on his weapons belt, says, "What will I find in there?" And Yoda says, "Only what you take with you." And Luke tightens his weapons belt. I better be prepared, and goes down there. And what does he find? Darth Vader with a lightsaber, and so there's the weapons, and Darth Vader ends up being Luke. So, whoa, that dissension into the darkness. Yoda said to Luke, "You must go into the darkness." Yoda's not like, "Oh, I'm the good guy. Oh, it's all airy fairy. Ha ha ha." No, Yoda's like, "Go into the dark hole, dude. Don't take your weapons. Oh, you're going to take them. Sorry." Okay. So we all have to go into the darkness. But the theory is when we emerge, or as we emerge from that darkness, we have been through the darkness, and then we are unfuckwithable. And then we've seen it, and we're less phased by the intensity. And those of us who have experienced a lot of death, a couple things can happen, and we can vacillate between them, on a moment to moment basis sometimes, but we can feel absolutely, completely defeated, like life has absolutely no purpose. And then we can also go to the other side, which is every single moment is sacred. I'm not wasting one single second. And I'm going to, like Thoreau says, live deeply and suck out all the marrow of life. Pluto transits through your eighth house. Live deeply and suck out all the marrow of life. Don't take your fear into the darkness. Don't take your fear into the unknown or the pain. There's all there's already, pain there. So the idea is to shine the light in the darkness. Pluto in the eighth house. How to maintain one's light when everything else looks dark. We do that, we become a beacon of light amidst the dark. We become more and more empowered, we engage in relationship more honestly, more deeply. Those relationships become stronger and grow and help us to persevere through uh, any residual darknesses. Shaman, someone who has the ability to face very intense circumstances, hold their power through it, and observe and encourage the healing, the necessary healing of that process. Does that make sense? I like to consider my astrology readings, while light, fun, and jovial, I also like to consider them a shamanic process. I'm taking an individual into the depths of their psyche. Sometimes, and sometimes we just kind of skirt on the edge and, oh, look down in there. Oh, yeah, you don't want to go down there? Okay, I won't make you go down there. There's stuff down there, but, we don't have to go there. And others are like, all right, let's jump in. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. Woohoo! I've got Venus and Scorpio. That's what I'm here for. Because I know that I know the growth cycle. And that's what the shaman knows. The shaman knows there's a necessary endarkenment. The shaman knows that we have to digest the dead zinnia to get the fertilizer. The shaman knows that we have to face our greatest fears of our mortality in order to come back to the eternal sacredness of the present moment, because that's where the power is. And so, a shaman, we can shamanistically engage every moment of every day of the rest of our life by extracting the wisdom that we can from that moment, by passionately engaging that moment, and by not letting any fear, sorrow, or anger dissuade us from our cause, mission, or intention in any moment.